Hi everyone, so I'm just revisiting the NV200 range extender project and sharing some changes I've made to it. So the exhaust was causing me a lot of problems. It was just fatiguing and snapping, the flexible stainless steel stuff, so just do not use that for anything which vibrates. So there's a solid exhaust going all the way through now, and I've assembled this gasket flange sort of system here so that I can remove the exhaust if I need to. This has got quite a thick wall on it, this steel tube, so it is just absolutely solid. It is not going anywhere, and I've welded up a custom exhaust on the bottom which is just as loud as the old one but much more sort of sturdy. I've changed the software on it so it's not responding to the current anymore. I had a system whereby using the potentiometer, the dial in the front of the van, I could actually choose what current I wanted this to output, but it was just causing me too many problems because when the engine misfired, that means it's outputting less current, and then it'll try and compensate for that by increasing throttle, which would make it misfire even more and just make a lot of noise and pops and bangs and stuff. So I've just opted for a simple throttle position control where when the battery voltage starts getting to the fully charged voltage, it just backs off the throttle. It just overrides the position control and then just backs off the throttle to slow down the engine to prevent overcharge. So it's much simpler and the engine just runs smoother now. So I'll just show you the exhaust. There you go, just a custom design covered in high temperature black paint. So it's really sturdy, it's not going anywhere, and as you can see, it's not really in the way of anything at all. The misfiring under load issue, I'm not really that much further forward with it. I think it's due to the valves in the engine have become slightly damaged during my initial tests, where the engine was exposed to very high temperatures because the muffler was originally here, and I just connected a flexible stainless steel pipe to the muffler. That was back when it was mounted in the front of the van down there, and that's maybe damaged the engine because it got very hot in here, and that maybe just done in the valves. So the engine I can only get full power out of this engine when it's right all the way up to temperature, which is really strange. So either the valves have deteriorated over time or the ignition system has deteriorated over time. So what I've done is I've bought a new head gasket for this. I'm going to relap the valves and put in a new head gasket, and then I'm going to change the ignition system too. I got a new ignition module, so I'm going to try that. If that doesn't fix it, then I think I'm just going to put a small Kubota diesel engine in the back of this thing with the Kia Niro alternator on it, which would output about 8 kilowatts, and I could drive the thing wherever I want all over the country. So that may be a future project, but yeah, once I've ironed out all the issues, I'll make a full build video, and yeah, it should hopefully work. The other thing is that exhaust is kind of heavy, so it's actually acting as a vibration damper so the engine doesn't shake as much. But this is solid, rock solid, it's super strong. The walls on this stainless steel, well, it's not stainless, this tube, are that thick, which makes it very strong. And I've also added a supporting brace on it there, so the thing is just absolutely solid, so that we don't need to worry about this thing cracking or leaking anymore.